It was a dark and gloomy night. Thomas and his friends were just going to sleep, when suddenly the Fat Controller arrived. "I'm sorry to wake you all, but I need an engine to take some trucks to Great Waterton. Workmen are repairing the electric system there, and need more equipment. Any volunteers?" "Don't look at me, I need my sleep to do my best." "And I am an important engine. I pull the express. I don't pull trucks."
"I can do it."
"But Percy, don't you have to pull the mail train?"
"I can take the trucks to Great Waterton first, then deliver the mail."
"Thank you, Percy. You are a really useful engine, unlike some engines who are just really lazy." Gordon and James looked embarrassed. "The trucks are waiting at the docks. Just get your steam up and off you go."
"Yes, sir."
When the Fat Controller had left, James wanted to have some fun. "Do you know the real reason why I didn't want to take the trucks?" "Because you're really lazy." Oh. "No, because of the Tunnel of Terror."
"The Tunnel of Terror? What's that?"
"Didn't you know that tunnel is haunted? I thought everyone knew. It's safe to go in there at daytime, but at night time everything changes. The signal outside the tunnel flashes from green to red, red to green. The ghosts want you to have an accident, you see. So if you do go through, the ghosts will push you as hard as they can to make you go fast until you crash. Not many engines make it without crashing."
"Is that true?"
"Don't listen to him, Percy. You know what James is like. He just wants to scare you, that's all." Honestly, would I do such a thing? James had tricked Percy numerous times before, but he still felt scared as he huffed away to collect the trucks. After collecting the trucks, Percy headed for Great Waterton. He was very nervous.
"There's no such thing as ghosts. There's no such thing as ghosts. There's no such thing as ghosts."
Percy was now at the tunnel. Percy saw the signal. It was green. Suddenly it changed to red. Percy was terrified. He stopped in his tracks. He thought of earlier experiences.
"I can be brave. I will be brave. I am brave."
Percy went past the signal and into the tunnel. He puffed as fast as he could. He stopped outside the tunnel. Percy was surprised. He wasn't being pushed. Percy was very relieved. Suddenly a signalman came walking. "Hello, Percy. Why you stopped here? The workmen are waiting for this equipment."
"Sorry, sir. I'm going right now." "But, sir, I think your signal is broken. It changes from green to red and red to green all the time."
Yes, that's because of the electric work. It's made my signals go haywire. It should be fixed tomorrow." Suddenly Percy understood. James must have known about this before tricking him. Percy made a plan. After delivering the mail, Percy came back to the sheds.
"Psst, Thomas, are you awake?" "Thomas!"
What?
"Thomas, I need your help."
Percy whispered his plan to Thomas. He was going to pay James back. "James? James!"
"Oh,
"What?"
"Oh, James, I need your help. The ghost tried to get me at the Tunnel of Terror. I'm so scared. I can't deliver the equipment to Great Waterton. Can you do it, please?"
"Not me. I need to sleep. Good night." Are you scared?" "Of course not. I'll go. Can't expect a tank engine to get a job done properly." Percy had found some empty trucks that he pretended were his trucks with equipment. James was too sleepy to notice. Neither did he know that the 2 tank engines were coming too. Oh, off we go. Soon they approached the signal. The signal was still flashing green and red. James grinned to himself. Here we go, into the tunnel of terror. Thomas and Percy chuckled with delight. I'm so scared. I do hope the ghosts don't get me. Huh? What's happening? Thomas and Percy had started pushing James. James didn't smile anymore. It's the tunnel of terror, it's true! Ah! Help! Help! James was so frightened he had started to go faster than Thomas and Percy, but little did the tank engines know that the signal was meant to be red, and James was now approaching a siding with broken buffers. Stop! Stop! You're in the siding! Siding? Huh? But it was too late. Oh! Luckily, nobody was hurt. Thomas and Percy tried to sneak away, but... Stop! You two aren't going anywhere. I'm sure you have something to do with this. The Fat Controller arrived. He was very cross to be woken up at this time of night. What is going on here? Answer me! James tricked me into thinking the tunnel is haunted, and I wanted to pay him back. I didn't want it to end like this. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry too. The Fat Controller sighed. James, when are you going to learn scaring other engines never ends well? I hope you've learnt your lesson now. I have, sir. I'm sorry, sir. And I'm sorry, Percy. I'm sorry too, James. Now clean this mess up, get James to the steamworks, then you two will shunt trucks in the yard for a whole month. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to continue my beauty sleep. The engines had learnt a lot that night. James had learnt to stop scaring Percy with silly stories, and Percy and Thomas had learnt that you don't need to get revenge after being tricked. It's best just to let it slide. That way, they can all be really useful engines indeed.